Peace everybody, back with another video. This is Yates. Comey went rogue with Flynn interview. No, that did not happen. Obviously, this is Sally Yates, who had testified today about everything that happened, and she kept lying through her teeth, saying that she didn't know what was going on about this and that when she knew what happened with General Flynn. But she just kept lying, saying, oh, this didn't happen, that didn't happen, and this and that. And she's a liar. She cannot be trusted. She knew that the Obama administration was setting up General Flynn and with everything, because he was going to expose everything of what happened in the Obama administration. And Sally Yates knew about it, but she kept covering it up. And of course, this is why the kangaroo hearings are for the month of August, because all the Democrats have to testify in a judicial committee, whether they like it or not. And of course, they're going to keep lying to the Republicans, which is nothing new, because that's how these Democrats are. They lie so much. Former Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates told the Senate Judiciary Committee on Wednesday that when the FBI interviewed then incoming National Security Advisor Michael Flynn in January 2017, it was done without her authorization, and that she was upset when she found out about it. Not true, because she knew about it. She signed off on it twice. And this is why the FBI cannot be trusted either, because they were also covering it up as well. And of course, you know, Sally Yates is a former Deputy Attorney General. She knew what was going on. She hates Trump because of what he is doing by saving America, because these Democrats are such liars. And how can it be done without her authorization? Nothing was done without her authorizations, because when she signs off on them, that's it. Committee Chairman Senator Lindsey Graham asked Yates about the circumstances surrounding the interview, particularly the actions of then FBI Director James Comey. Yes, and James Comey was covering it up too. He was covering everything up because he knew what the Obama administration was about, and this is why he lied. And so then Committee Chairman Senator Lindsey Graham, he did ask Yates about the circumstances surrounding the interview, particularly the actions of the then FBI Director James Comey. So they all knew what happened. They were all in on it to set Donald Trump up, to get him out of office. But then that didn't work, so they had to go after General Flynn, saying, oh, he did this and did that, and none of it was true, because General Flynn had all the evidence of what he was going to expose. But then they tricked him, saying, oh, General Flynn did this and that, and when General Flynn pleaded guilty, the judge had no choice but to put him in prison. Donald Trump had to fire him. But then when the truth is coming out now that these Democrats were setting up General Flynn for something he didn't do. I was upset that Director Comey didn't coordinate with us and acted unilaterally, Yates said. Yes, she knew what was happening. Upset for what? Because she knew what was going on by setting General Flynn up. And here she's saying, oh no, we didn't do that. Oh yeah, okay, keep telling that lie. Did Comey go rogue? Graham asked. Yeah, so Senator Graham asked Sally Yates if did Comey go rogue. You could use that term, yes, Yates agreed. No, because that didn't happen either. How can General Comey go rogue on General Flynn when he was in prison for for a long while, and then Sally Yates is saying, "Oh yeah, he went rogue on him." How? When it didn't even happen. Yates says she also took issue with Comey for not telling her that Flynn's communication with then Russian ambassador Sergei Kislyak were being investigated, and that she first learned about this from President Barack Obama during an Oval Office meeting. Yates said she was irritated with Comey for not telling her about this earlier. Now that's a total lie right there. Yates knew all about this. Alright, she knew everything about this. And here it says Yates said she also took issue with Comey for not telling her that Flynn's communication with then Russian ambassador. How is General Flynn on the phone with the Russian ambassador when he's too busy doing everything else? How? This is a total lie out of her. Sergei Kislyak were being investigated, and that she first learned about this from President Barack Obama during an Oval Office meeting. So in other words, the Obama and his administration, they were setting General Flynn up to take the fall for everything that they have done. And now that the truth is coming out because of all this lies and everything that are coming from these Democrats, and oh well, General Flynn was in cahoots with the Russian ambassador, this and that. No, he was not. And then, of course, she said, Yates said she was irritated with Comey for not telling her about this earlier. She knew about it because they talked. She knew all about it. And yet, and here she gonna lie and say, "Oh, I was upset for Comey because Comey did not tell me earlier." Yeah, okay, tell that lie some more, Sally Yates. That meeting, which took place on January 5th, 2017, was of great interest to Graham, who wanted to know why Obama knew about Flynn's conversations before she did. Graham and other Republicans have speculated that Obama wanted Flynn investigated for nefarious purposes. Yates claimed that this was not the case and explained why Obama was aware of the calls at the time, because he made the calls to Russia. Hello, have we not noticed that? Because Obama was the one on the phone to Russia making all these long distance calls, and here, yeah, you're going to blame General Flynn for it? That meeting, which took place on January 5th, 2017, was of great interest to Graham, who wanted to know why Obama knew about Flynn's conversations before she did, because he was the one that was on the phone with Russia, and General Flynn wasn't. So who's doing all the lying now? Not General Flynn. It had to be Obama and his administration that did all the lying, and Sally Yates is taking the bait right along with them because she knew about it too. Yates claimed that this was not the case and explained why Obama was aware of the calls at the time. Yeah, she knew. Yates said that after Obama placed sanctions on Russia, that Kremlin vowed to take retaliatory action, only to suddenly change course. She said Obama wanted to find out why, which led to the Justice Department discovering Flynn's talks with Kislyak. How can General Flynn be on the phone with Kislyak when he's doing some other stuff? All right, he doesn't have time. He didn't have time to be talking to anybody from Russia. Nobody. But here, yet Yates is accusing, saying, "Oh well, that he was on the phone to Russia? No. Obama was the one on the phone with Russia. Why do you think there's like about 1,000 and something calls to Russia? That's all because of Obama himself. He did all those calls to Russia, not General Flynn. And Yates is over here saying, oh, da 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 da. No, she needs to shut up and tell the truth. Oh, wait, the Democrats can't tell the truth because they lie so much. Those decisions included a conversation about sanctions that Obama had placed on Russia with Flynn, encouraging Russia not to retaliate too harshly because the incoming Trump administration would be different from Obama's. Well, they were interfering with, the Obama administration was interfering with the Trump campaign. They interfered with it. This is why they had that's why Obama had all these phone calls to Russia. Hey, look, we need to interfere with Trump's campaign, and they lost. And now Trump lost 4 years because of what Obama and his administration did. Lost 4 years of his time that Trump has been in office, because now he has to take on everything by himself because of what Obama and his administration have done. And those discussions included a conversation with sanctions that Obama had placed on Russia. Yeah, of course he made those phone calls. And then General Flynn gets set up by saying, oh yeah, well, I did this and did that. No. General Flynn did not do anything wrong, except he wanted to expose everything, how corrupt the administration was. That's all he wanted to do. He had all the evidence. But the Democrats don't care. They don't want to hear the truth. They say, oh no, we don't care about the truth. We want to know what really happened. And yet here they set up General Flynn for no reason at all. They made him look like the bad guy, while Sally Yates over here is making up every excuse in the book. The purpose of this meeting was for the president to find out whether, based on the calls between Ambassador Kislyak and General Flynn, the transition team needed to be careful about what it was sharing with General Flynn, Yates said. Nothing that the meeting was not about the influencing an investigation which would have set off alarms for me. What alarms? What alarms? Because she lied under oath? Yeah, I saw the kangaroo hearing this today with Sally Yates. It's a kangaroo hearing out of her because she can't tell the truth of what really happened. All she did was lie because she knew what was going on. And of course, the transition team needed to be careful about what it was sharing with General Flynn. General Flynn knew what was going on. That's why he was writing everything down, and he was going to expose everything. But no, here comes the administration of Obama's saying, oh, we got to get General Flynn out of the way. And sure enough, they did. Handwritten notes from then FBI agent Peter Strzok's indicated that Joe Biden, who was vice president at the time, may have mentioned the Logan Act at the January 5th meeting. The Logan Act is a 1799 law that prohibits unauthorized American citizens from communicating with foreign governments or officials in relation to any disputes, to controversies with the United States, or to defeat the measures of the United States. It has never been used to successfully prosecute anyone. Well, Biden is a liar too, okay? He lied too. And then, of course, you got FBI agent Peter Strzok's indicated that Joe Biden, who was vice president at the time, may have mentioned the Logan Act at the January 5th meeting. The Logan Act is a 1799 law that prohibits unauthorized American citizens from communicating with foreign governments or officials. Well, excuse me. Obama is not American, okay? He's not. He was born in Kenya, raised in Indonesia, came here on a fake student ID for universities. And he got away with all this crime that he's been doing all this time. And he's still doing crimes now, even though he's not the president anymore, obviously. So obviously he's been on the phone with Russia. And Joe Biden knew about it too, but he didn't care. When asked if Biden mentioned the Logan Act, Yates said she could not recall. Oh, obviously, because she's playing dumb about it. She said, "Oh, I don't recall." She knew about the Logan Act. She did say that Comey spoke about the Logan Act, but that she did not remember if he said this during the Oval Office meeting or in a conversation afterward. They talked about it. They knew about it. The Logan Act, they knew about it. But they ignored it and said, "No, we don't care about the Logan Act. We're going to make phone calls to this country, to that country." And here, everything they did, they blamed General Flynn for something he didn't do. General Flynn had every single evidence that was going on. Speaking further on the Flynn investigation, Yates says she supported the probe. Obviously, of course, because she's right along with them. Of course she supports the probe because of all the lying and the corruption that went on. She also supported Flynn's prosecution for providing false statements to the FBI stating that Flynn's lies were absolutely material to the investigation. Excuse me, no, it was not a lie. They were not false lies. What General Flynn had was the truth. And now Sally Yates wants to flip it back on him? No, that's not going to happen. She said that the Justice Department's decision to dismiss Flynn's case was highly irregular, and that in her nearly 30 years as a federal prosecutor, she had never seen anything like it. Of course, because General Flynn did nothing wrong. And when Trump pardoned him, yeah, because Trump knew the truth of what really happened also. And this is why he's doing everything in his power to have these Democrats put in prison or whatnot. But here Sally Yates is saying, "Oh, well, that I was not aware of this and that." She knew everything. And here yet she's covering it all up. Really? And speaking further on the Flynn investigation, Yates says she supported the probe. Of course she supports the probe because she supports the lies out of the Obama administration. And she's a liar herself. And then she's got the nerve to say all that General Flynn was stating that Flynn's lies were absolutely material. How is General Flynn's lies material? When General Flynn had all the evidence that was going to bring truth. But no, they had to get him out of the way so they can go after Trump to blame him for everything else now, like the coronavirus, the what happened in Lebanon yesterday. They're blaming that on him now. Seriously? They're also blaming him for the people that are dying from the coronavirus. Excuse me, how is that even possible when Donald Trump is a busy man doing everything? He's too busy traveling all over the place to get things done. But yet here the Democrats are crying and playing victim like they've been doing for decades. These Democrats are playing victim. They say, oh, Trump did this to me, this and that. No. Anything these Democrats have done criminally, they blame Trump for it and make themselves look innocent. And they knew what was going on. So now that Sally Yates had her hearing today, she will be, hopefully they will put her in Gitmo, because she knew everything what was going on. Leave your comments below. I am out.